Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. And Disney has been on this weird kick lately where they just want to remake every goddamn animated movie into a live action thing. It all started 2014 with Maleficent, a movie that for some fucking reason grossed goddamn gangbusters, right? And while I try to be more of a positive news movie channel, I just have to say this. I felt that movie was garbage. The end of the movie especially, it drove me up the wall that it made money. It was bad in my opinion. But then they followed that up with Cinderella, which I was a little apprehensive at. But then me being the huge Downton Abbey that I fan that I am, I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a watch because it had Lady Rose and Daisy in it, Daisy being one of the evil stepsisters, and then Lady Rose was Lily James, who played the title character Cinderella, and I fucking loved it. I loved it. But then again, the story of Cinderella is one that has been told multiple times. So it's not like it's anything new. I just like how they did it. Also, Kate Blanchett was fantastic. Helena Bonham Carter was great. Rob Stark was awesome. The movie was good. It was just good. I liked it. And then this year they've got Beauty and the Beast, and it did really well. It did really well. Although it doesn't look very good to me. I'll probably wait for DVD to watch it. But now we have this new kind of controversy brewing. Mulan is coming. Not only Mulan, but Aladdin, directed by Guy Ritchie, which again, that's a whole other fucking thing. But Mulan is the topic of this particular video. And so Mulan is currently in the final stages of pre-production. This movie is going to move forward, given the success of Beauty and the Beast, a movie Disney spent $300 million on. $300 million for that movie. Emma Stone making $15 million. I'm just, Jesus. Right? The animated movie didn't even cost that much money to make. It's just one of those things. Like, I know Disney has money to burn, but $300 million. What the fuck? Okay, I'm off my tangent. I digress. But Nikki Caro, who is the director of the Mulan movie, was asked about the songs. Will the movie be a musical? Will it be rehashing the songs from the 1998 animated classic? And she said, no songs right now. And that has a lot of people really upset. Some people are calling already for a boycott of Mulan. Some people are calling for Disney to put the songs in there. It's a huge point of contention. And this might not be the right weekend to kind of give that statement due to the fact that Beauty and the Beast has grossed $350 million globally in its first few days. People probably like the idea of having the songs from Mulan in there. But that being said, this is just one of those things where I think Disney truly is avoiding further controversy down the road by having that come out now. And let me explain. So, one, the tone of Mulan is going to be one that is darker, probably more realistic-esque, right? Versus what we had in the animated movie. It's going to be more about the story of Mulan and her rise to prominence in the Chinese army and everything else. That story being told probably more true to itself, right? Than being a remake of an animated movie. You have that. Then you have another thing too, and I know a lot of you out there that know my Mundane Mad channel, you probably know what I'm going to talk about here, and that would be the regressives, the social justice warriors, the feminists, and that's the subject I'm trying to avoid entirely on this channel, but here it actually makes sense, because the one song that I'm seeing people are upset that's not going to be in there is I'll Make a Man Out of You, and it's a very good song, because Mulan is a great movie. But the song itself in 2017 or 2018, whenever the movie comes out, is not going to be received well. The reason why? Social justice warriors, regressive leftists, feminists. People will take that song and go, oh, God, that's Disney is guilty of sexism for having I'll Make a Man Out of You in this, like, as if you need to be a man to be in the military, as if you need to be a man to be a hero. Never mind the fact that they're like completely overlooking the cultural significance of that song, what it was implying, what it was meaning, and then overall, even the whole story of Mulan itself. Because these are people that don't give a shit about anything other than like feeling offended at something, right? And so by having that song in there, if they did that song beat for beat, note for note, and put it in that movie, it would get lambasted to hell and back by Jezebel, Salon, the Mary Sue, all the other progressive, feminist leaning blogs that are out there that are going to attack it for being sexist, even though it's a story about female empowerment and dealing with that particular societal issue in ancient China and everything else. And that's just honestly, honest to God, fucking Disney is probably best to just avoid it altogether. And that I believe that's the fair assessment here. I think Disney, in essence, is just right to avoid it entirely. Fuck it. Fuck dealing with these people. Fuck dealing with their nonsense. Tell a straightforward Mulan story. It's a good story. It's a good fucking story. Tell that straightforward. Go from there. Do it like that. Don't give in to this fucking want to make it a musical shit. All right. Like Beauty and the Beast, it works because Beauty and the Beast is, I would say, probably most arguably known for its songs, whereas like Cinderella didn't really have any, Pete's Dragon didn't really have any, Sleeping Beauty didn't really have any. Mulan is definitely more of a musical, but because they were in that kick around that time, like Hercules, Lion King, same thing. Oh God, they're doing the live action Lion King starting production like in 2 months. So we'll find out if that's going to be a musical as well. I don't think so. I think they're going to make that more straightforward. And imagine a whole bunch of like Scar and the hyenas, Nazi-esque imagery. I have a feeling that's going to be coming, and that's going to be its own point of contention. But when it comes down to the way that there's the female representation in the entertainment industry is looked at right now, having a song like "I'll Make a Man Out of You" is going to only be a point of contention and a rallying point for these outrage warriors that cannot feel anything other than that. So while I'm excited to see what they do with this, I'll give it a go. I'll definitely give it a watch because I love the original movie. I'm okay without there being the music in there. Because of that reason, because I don't want to see Disney get that film run through the ringer because they had a song that says "I'll make a man out of you." It's just not worth Disney's hassle. It's just not. And I think they get that. I think they get that. And they probably went like, we're going to tell this story and we're going to tell it straight. And we're not going to make it a big deal. But then again, who knows? I mean, look at what happened with Transformers: The Last Night trailer that dropped this week with all of that coming out. And like the whole, like, I fight like a girl, PSA propaganda stuff, right? It's entirely possible that could be something that Disney's working on for down the road. But in the meantime, I'm okay without there being songs in Mulan. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think that the movie will be lesser as a result? Do you think that these live action adaptations need to fucking happen? Do you think Mulan will be any good? Did you see Beauty and the Beast? Was it any good? I haven't, watched it. So yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater. I will talk to you guys later. If you haven't already, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and peace out.